think the Model 3 performance and Highland have a better one, in my personal opinion. But overall, car still performs great, and you'll probably get the newer hardware. I'm still on hardware, I think 3.5, so it doesn't perform well as hardware 4. And I've gotten all the self-driving updates. So that's one thing about this Model S, is that I've gotten full self-driving, just the trial period, as well as kind of like some limited monthly subscriptions if I'm going on long road trips, and it's performed really well for me. So that's one thing you need to know, is like, if you get the Model S, it does still have the capability of doing full self-driving. There are older Model 3s that don't let you do full self-driving because it's still on the younger or older hardware. So kind of keep that in mind when you do switch over to an S, right? So that's a cool thing too. Another thing I did with the Model S was that I wrapped the car in this ultra red looking color. I wanted to kind of look like the ultra red. Originally the car was full black. Then I wrapped it in this ultra red color, and I get a lot of compliments on the wrap. Everyone's like, whoa, what color is that? Is this a wrap? Like, yeah, it looks like ultra red, but it's not. It's a wrap. It's really cool. So that's one thing I get about wrapping the car. If you do buy a Model S brand new and you want to wrap it, just get the basic color. The thing is gray is free, and then just wrap it, right? Or if you do buy one used, wrap it a different color. If you don't like the color, you do get it, right? So I'm pretty happy with the wrap so far. But the wrap, it's kind of peeling off, which is unfortunate, right? That's the one thing about wraps, that you will get a lot of peeling with the wrap, especially if you have the car stored outside. I stored the car outside, so the wrap tends to peel a lot. Also, the car it still looks good from far away, but if you look at close up, there are some peeling within the wrap. And the one thing about this car is that I keep it outside. Also, I take it through car washes, so that's probably affecting the status of the wrap, like just starting to peel a little bit. And that the black trim all over the car is starting to see some oxidation. Because there's oxidation around the black trim of the car, it doesn't look as nice. Because most gas stations, if you take it to a car wash within a gas station, they use a certain chemical that oxidizes the black kind of chrome, or the black chrome around the car, and you do see oxidation within the car, so it kind of damages the car itself, and that's kind of like on me for taking it there. It's because I don't like manually washing it. But overall, like, the car itself, right, it's just been nice. So I drive a ton from Northern California to Southern California, all up and down the coast. And if I want to go from San Francisco to Los Angeles, it only takes one charge. Like, if I leave at 100%, I'll charge midway, say like around like Kelvin City or Firebow, like one of those middle cities where Tesla has a supercharger. I'll charge it for about another 50 minutes, take a rest break. I'll end up in Los Angeles with about 20% state of charge. And it's like, wow, I got to Los Angeles with just one charge, which is pretty crazy. Because I've had the Model Y Performance, it took me 3 charges, because my battery is about, I got it at 303, but it degraded all the way down to like 260, 250. And it was just like, oh man, it's not that much range, which is kind of unfortunate. And the Model Y, for me, it just didn't kind of suffice. Same thing with the Model 3. It took me about 2 or 3 charges to get from Northern California to Southern California. But with the Model S long range, if you do a lot of driving or road trips, this is like the perfect car for you because of how sleek and nice it looks. Also, that big of a range, right? If you do end up going with the Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive, you will get, like, I think almost as much, right? I think we were doing tests, like, even though it says 365 on the long range rear-wheel drive, that's an estimate range, we're getting around 370. So you're getting, it's probably Tesla's most efficient vehicle so far, which is really cool. I might even lease one, to be quite frank with you, because I like the way it looks, I like the way it drives. It's a great daily driver. It's a good road tripping car, to be quite frank with you. So that's the cool thing about the Model 3. The thing with the Model 3 is that you got to realize that people are always like, everyone gets that car because it's like the most affordable one. Also, it's always getting the most updates because it's like Tesla's like bread and butter car, where it's like available to the masses. So that's the cool thing about the Model 3 rear-wheel drive long range, is that it's available to the masses. People buy it a ton, and it's fun to drive for those of you who are curious about the car. So with regards to this whole car and everything, would I do it again? Would I go with the Model S long range? 100% yes. if you buy the car Model S long range, 50,000 miles, 550 on this, buy it used, right? If you can find one under warranty under 50,000 miles, you probably go with that deal. Don't go over warranty, because then you start paying everything out of pocket, and stuff will break on the car. It's a Tesla, let's be quite frank with you, and you do have to go to a dealership. That's the only place that knows how to fix it. So go to a dealership, get it fixed. If you get one under 50,000 miles, like say 20K, you'll be good to go. And look for a deal online, right? A lot of websites like Carfax, Carvana, they'll have a good deal for it. Go with the Model S if you want a more premium car, save a little bit more money to spend. Also go with it if you drive a ton, right? If you drive a ton, don't want to charge as much, go with the Model S long range. 405 miles of range, brand new. So if you get it used, you'll probably get to around 380 or so. And I personally like the smaller wheels and rims because of it has much more range, much more efficiency. It's a lot smoother. The Araxxini wheels were very, very bumpy on the drive, and it kind of made it a hassle to drive the car. But when I switched over to the Model S 19-inch wheels, very smooth, a lot more range. And I don't go with the expensive tires, right? Usually I still recommend you go with Michelin Pilot Sports, and they're very expensive, like $500 a wheel. A tire. I go with some Falcon tires. I think I paid $100. I'm pretty happy with it, how they're performing. Honestly, no one notices that, oh, this isn't Michelin Pilot Sport, unless you're like going on the track a ton with this car, you're racing it. If you're driving the Plaid and you're accelerating it like crazy, those tires will wear out a lot faster. For me, this is 100% just a daily driver car for me, where like, okay, I want to drive this car to and from work. I want to use this car for videos. This is like legitimate a daily driver car for me, and I want a car with just a ton of range, because I like to drive long distances. I like to use full self-driving. I don't like to stop as much. This is the car for you. Tesla Model S long range. Go with the refresh version, right? Don't go with the older ones, the 2021s. Go with like 2022 and onward, because you get the updated interior, you get the updated hardware, you get more range, and it's just a more enjoyable experience for a couple $1,000 more.